All right, hey everybody, we're back here. We're going to be talking about forever trucks. Like, what would be my forever truck? What would be the number one dream truck that I would build if I was going to plan on keeping a truck for 10 years, 15 years, even 8 years, whatever the case is. If I were doing it, what would be the truck I would buy that would fit my lifestyle, do everything I wanted it to do, and have the longevity? A buy once, do it all truck that I could basically own as long as I wanted to. And here it is, right here. This would basically be what it is here and how I basically set it up. We're going to dive deep into why, how, the advantages. We're going to show you prices. We're going to build one. We're going to do it all for you because the price will shock you. It's amazing. The quality is amazing. Everything about it is amazing. So what would it be? It would be this. It would be an F250 and it would be a Tremor model and it would be a 7.3 gasser and I would automatically put 37s on it immediately. It would look similar to something like we're seeing right over here. Look something like this right here. Now, not that color. I have a different color in mind, but 37s, this would basically be what it would be a Tremor. Now, I wouldn't even need to level it, but I might level the front just because of the amount of rake they have on them. So I might, but it would be this kind of thing right here. It'd be an F250 with a 7.3, and it would be on 37s, which is easy to do. I can even leave them right on the same rims, I believe. So that would be my game plan. But we would be adding some cool options, and we would do it our way, and we would most likely order it, not find it on a lot. We will show you why. So let's dive into this and take a look. First of all, as to the motor, the 7.3 motor is proven awesome. Even back in 2021, Bluebird buses, school buses, started using the 7.3 Godzilla engine, the V8 into their school buses. Okay, this motor has been beat and proven and abused for years, and it's working like a champ. This thing is just a phenomenal motor. I love this thing, everything about it. And it's not that super heavy. It's only like 120 pounds heavier than a Coyote V8. It's not much money to buy or to use. If I need to replace it, Ford sells it as a crate motor because there's people stuffing these things in Mustangs. There's people doing Godzilla 7.3 swaps in a lot of different vehicles. And it's just such a proven quality motor as a gas motor that does it all. And like I said, it's not a big heavy version. It's very nice, and it's not expensive. Here you can see right from Ford, right on, here's some prices of some tuned ones. Like from Ford, you can get a Megazilla, which is like 700 and something horsepower, 7.3 crate engine for 23 grand. But right here you can see you can buy here from PBH Performance, you can buy a 7.3 Godzilla V8 430 horse crate motor for $8,000. Even on Ford's website for Ford Performance Parts, you can buy it right here as a crate motor for $8,500. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing that you have that luxury. So like I said, this is going to be low maintenance. And being that we're talking about an F250, solid front axles, the quality of the builds, the way this truck is made, Dana axles, Dana Super Series on the front. This thing is just built like an absolute beast. It is an absolute beast. And the Tremor model in the F250 still maintains Dana's Super 60 limited slip differential on the front. Now, it's not quite the same as the Torsen version used to be, but very similar. And it's really it's a fantastic front locker system. Is it as good as we get on a Power Wagon? No, but I get 37s I can fit without even lifting or doing anything on a Super Duty. I can't do that on a Power Wagon. You can, but it requires lift and some work to do. And I'm just a fan of that. And then the Silverado HD, 2500 Silverado is a great truck as well too. The ZR2 does not offer a front locker in the HD version. It does in the full size. So really the only full HD truck with a full true front locker is the Power Wagon, which I love. It's way out of my price range, and I would have to do a lot of stuff to make it like I wanted to. Therefore, this one becomes the winner, and I actually trust this motor more than I trust the Hemi. So, I love the Hemi, but if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to run it for a few 100,000 miles and own it for years, this 7.3 is my first choice. And the fact that I can get a crate motor for $8,500 if I ever need to, love that. So, we dive in here. Keep in mind, people ask this. Yes, the cab is the same dimensional cab between an F250 and an F150. The cab from the A-pillar back, basically the entire cab is the same size. So an F250 is not much bigger. However, you're getting a bigger bed. Okay, you're going from a 5.5 foot bed on a 150 to a 6.5 foot bed as the shortest on a 250 Tremor. So when you look at that factor, we see right here, you can see the size different. Here's a Maverick, a Ranger, an F-150, F-250. Okay, F-150 and F-250, they're not much difference in size. They may seem it, but realistically, it's like 12, it's anywhere, it's like 15, 16 inches, whatever it is. It's not a big deal. And you gain to a 6.5 foot bed. So it's really not that much bigger of a truck than a full size, yet so much better built. Okay, designed to work for a living and work for a living for a lot of years. Quality, strength, durability, reliability, all these things play into it. So how would I build one? Well, I have it right here. I went through and I built it for you. This is exactly what mine would be like. Notice some interesting things like what's down here in the middle of the front bumper. Kind of cool there. But we can see on here, so this is exactly the one that I would build. This is exactly how it would come. Notice I don't have a spray-in bed liner or I don't have a regular pop-in bed liner. I don't want one or need one. All I want down there is a bed mat, which I have, which I actually selected. This is exactly how I would build it, including the winch on the front from the factory, straight from the factory worn winch. I would pay to have that done because of the advantages to it. So we will cover this. We're going to dive into it, and I'm going to show you 6.5 foot bed. That's what I would be going with, not the 8 footer. And we would be instantly bumping this thing up onto 37s. That would be the game plan. And I would get the XLT trim. Could I fit it into as many places as I do now? No, but there's always some sacrifices to make. But the fact that this vehicle's price is affordable, it's got all the capability, plenty of room for family, plenty of room for long trips. If I only had one vehicle and I was going to own it for many, many years, this would be my quote-unquote, technically forever type vehicle, would be this one right here. So we pick this color that we're going with. We go with the XLT standard trim. I like it. I don't want more bells and whistles than I have to. I like the fold-down console in here. I would be 100% okay with that. I can use it for such a beautiful work surface. Flip it up out of the way when I don't need it, and I can hide stuff underneath this, okay? Like I used to carry, stuff that you carry would be stuck between these two seats on a regular basis. But like I said, love the system. So what are we doing? We're doing a gray metallic color because I like it. It is a perfect combination between not being too dark and not being too light. White stuff shows every bit of sap, road dust, iron oxide. It shows everything. I'm not a big fan of white, even though I own one. And I'm not a fan of dark like black because of the scratches and the things like that. The grays are a perfect medium. Love the color of this. Very, very happy with that. I got no complaints there whatsoever. We are picking the 7.3 motor is what we are going to put in here. We are going four-wheel drive, obviously, the 10-speed trans that comes with it. We automatically get the 430 electronic rear locking axle ratio, which is awesome because I am going to 37, so 430s will be nice. We are going with the standard equipment group on here. That is just fine. And then we are going to go, now that means that I have to use a key in this one. I would tolerate it. Okay, I would not get push button start. It is what it is. But I mean, this truck would be the one I would want, so that's what it's going to be. Could I get the package that gives me push button start? Yes, I can. However, that package right here is the XLT Premium package and jumps it up $4,000. Okay, that's the one that actually includes the push button start. I'm pretty sure it does. Remote start system, yeah, right here, intelligent access with push button start. Okay, I'm not paying $4,100 for that. The rest of it I don't care about. That's ridiculously stupid. So for me, I'm not paying that much money for it. But we are going to definitely get the Tremor package. Okay, the Tremor package is going to give me, it is going to give me the dual rear, it's not available on those, but it's going to give me the, it's what it requires. Okay, I understand it. It gives me the 430 locking final drive rear end axle. It gives me 355 electronic. That's on the 6.3. We do get the, I don't know if it tells us about the Dana limited slip in the front. We will look, but it does come with it. But we get 35-inch tires, we get 18-inch rims, we get the 10K GVWR package, lane departure warning, unique front springs, ride height increased. We get, which basically like a level on the front through the springs, which is nice. Rear electronic locking diff. We get front limited slip differential, as close as I can come, other than a Power Wagon, to having full front and rear lockers. Close as I can get in an HD truck. Performance front and rear shock absorbers, off-road running boards, which are like the Raptor boards, love them. Skid plates on a transfer case and fuel case, unique front air dam, so it changes the approach angle, water fording vent tubes, transfer case, and axles. Love that. We get that automatically in a Tremor, which on all my other vehicles, other than my Jeep, but like on my Tacomas and that kind of stuff, I had to upgrade that myself and put in an ARB vent reroute. Rock crawl mode, trail control mode, Tremor off-road decal, spare tire, which is going to match. So there it is. That's the package. We are adding that 100% going for the Tremor package, worth the $4,000 all day. That package is included already. Rest of this stuff I'm not too super worried about on there. These wheels are just fine. I'm completely content with those. The 35s are fine, any ones, because I'm going to sell them. The second, before this thing even leaves the lots, it's going to have, it's going with 37s on it. So I'm not too worried about the wheels. And we get, these stuff are standard. I did pick, no, that was included for the mat or the running boards. I like these rubber or Raptor running boards because they're low profile and they don't extend down below the frame and they're not going to get damaged too bad for what I do, and they work really good. So I'm happy with those. Okay, tailgate, it's included. That's the handle on it. It's fine. I did include the bed mat for $150. I'm putting in a bed mat because I like it. Bed mats means that my gear never moves. It stays still the whole entire time. It does not shift around. I love it. I don't care about spray-in bed liners anymore. I don't care about drop-in bed liners anymore. I want a bed mat. Love them. I'm going to have a tonneau cover over it anyway. And then moving on from there, everything else included for tie downs. We are doing a 1,200-pound Ford Performance winch by Warn for $3,800, okay? And what does that get us on here? It gets right here. It's going to make us jump to the 410 amp dual alternator. I'm okay with that. I like it. I want it. We get the wired remote control, 70-foot high tensile strength, abrasion resistant synthetic line. It's going to come in on this, and it's going to, which engine you're getting here. But, yep, we're taking this all day long, right from the factory warranty on it. I'm good. Again, this isn't something I'm going to buy and get rid of in 2 years. Otherwise, I'd do things maybe a little different. This is my forever truck. This is my long-term truck. Something I don't do, but if I were, this is the truck that I would be doing it to. So there we go. Chrome and rear bumpers, they're already included. I wonder if you could do the accent color in here automatically, but I'd probably leave them chrome because I blow over a lot of brush. Okay, and so having the bumpers on here that are going to hold up to that is good because I do drive over a ton of pine trees and brush and crap like that in the woods. So I'll probably leave these. We get the other stuff that's in here. You get this transfer skid plates already. We get the 410 amp dual alternator included instead of the 190 that's original. I'm happy with that. We get LED fog lights. I'm good with that. If the headlights are not LED, I will switch the bulbs out to an Amazon one. Completely content with that. That's what I do on all my other vehicles. The inside, this is fine. I don't care which one it has. Don't care whatsoever. The Kloss 40-20-40 seat, like I said, I like that seat. I'm very happy with it. Now, we can do this. I wonder if it's going to change our package any. If we go to the actual bench seats with the console. So it looks like it's a $300 option. But see all this? Look at, I'm not sure how well I feel about this compared to what I already have. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not, I'm kind of torn. I'm kind of torn in between that. I mean, when you look at these differences in here, and people have their opinion, but this one here is pretty dang impressive, and I got all this extra room down here to put whatever I want to, and I can put a big console thing on there. I got my cup holders. I got the big workbench set up on here. I've had both, okay, in F-150s. I've had F-150s both ways, and and then I got, like I said, the storage underneath this, too, that I can put things in it I don't want seen. I'm just kind of torn which way I would actually go between the two of these. Look at how limited the space is to work on and to use. Yes, you get some console space in here, but I'm just not sure which direction I would honestly go on that yet. Haven't decided. But we get the floor mats that are included anyway, either because I'm going to put WeatherTech or something throughout this whole entire thing. Love the lay flat back floors that these have in them. Amazing back there. It's going to get the dual battery automatically. We're going to have 124, 400 watt in there. I could go with the Pro Power, but I'm not worried about it. I do want the upfitter switches to be able to use them for any external lighting, anything I want. So I spent $165 on that, the rest of it. So where do we come in at? $66,375. Think about how much truck this is. Other than the techie features, which I don't care about. I don't want them. No techie features, limited techie features. Look at the truck we're getting for $6,600, including on that is $4,000 in winch setup and the winch bumper and all the stuff and the winch plate, everything in here too already being done. So I could knock this down even more with removing that. But this is mine, and I would build it this way, 66. Now, I would have to order this because there's probably not going to be one of these sitting around on a lot set up this way like I want. So when I order it, I would be able to still knock this price down. I bet I could still get $3,000 off of this price if I ordered it. I don't think I'd have a problem. Maybe even $3,500 off ordering this. I would negotiate that and make it happen. But point being, even at MSRP 66, this is a lot of truck for the money. I'm very impressed with that. But again, keep in mind, like I said, I kicked in I got $4,000 kicked into this winch on this thing. So if you were to knock that off, you'd be about 62.8 for this truck. Very, very impressive. And so what are they if we look for them and we go to see them running around out here? Well, here's a couple options. Here it is right here, 2024 nationwide F250 XLT Tremor off-road package, okay? This is a Tremor set up like I want, set up with the gas engine. This is the one that I want. Now, they're not showing a winch or anything on there, but we are seeing there's only 123 of them out here. And like this one here is, I don't know if that's a Tremor. That one's probably a pretty good deal. That might, something like that one, if that's exactly what I want, might make me, if I could make that work, maybe I'd give up my winch and I'd put it on myself. Same with some of these other ones. So it's worth looking, okay, to see if I could get these deals. But I also know if I can get these deals on ones that are available or in there, I can also order one for these deals. I don't think there'll be any problem. So these prices are not very, there's not a lot of deals on them. So like I said, I'd probably just order it my way and get exactly like I want, and I could get that price down there as well too. Now, what if we got rid of the Tremor? Because we know that it's only 123 Tremor models of this in the configuration I want. What if we go to here and we take that out and we just go to 250 XLTs, any trim package, and we go all-wheel drive on here? What do we got? 3,750 of these. Okay, and you can see the price is a lot different when you get rid of a lot of the options I picked on there. The Tremor package, the winch package. You can see there's some deals on these that are on lots, and they're not too horrible, so they're out there. But this basically kind of sums it up for you, what I think. This is my go-to. This is my ultimate pickup truck. Now, again, it's not going to be as great off-road for what I need. It's going to be big and bulky and heavy, but with 37s on it, the ground clearance I get from the 37s, heck, I might even consider trying to go to like a 38. But the ability to have, like I said, even on 37s, with the ground clearance, with the capability, with the limited slip in the front, with the rear locker in the back, and the fact that I got a factory winch on the front of this thing, and I would most likely still put a winch in the back, okay, in the bed. I would take my 13,000-pound X-Bowl winch that I have on the cradle, and I would probably put it in the back of this and leave it right in the bed like I do right now in my Gladiator. And then so I got a front winch and a rear winch option. Either one I want to use. This thing would be very capable. It's got amazing value, amazing longevity, amazing reliability, amazing robustness, amazing strength, amazing everything. It's exactly what I would be looking for. Let your comments down below. What do you think? Am I crazy? Would you go this route? Would you not? What would you pick? What would your forever vehicle be? Let me know. Thanks for watching.